Much, Cyril. Well, if you have a sweet tooth or you have a sweetie who does, then we have a tasty treat for you. It's a Valentine-inspired dessert with an international flavor. So here to show us how to make Gulab Jamun are Faisal and Salma Jamuns of DHABA Express restaurant in Bayers Lake in Halifax. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming in.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy early Valentine's. Oh, of course, you have to give one to your wife. Very important. So yes, we're making actually one of my favorite desserts at DHABA Express.
Now the way to make it actually is very difficult because we take milk and we reduce it, then we got to put some lemon juice and extract. But we're going to show you a short version.
Like a simpler version.
Simple version where people at home can make it as well.
Excellent. So we start with a syrup.
Yeah, there's two processes, syrup, so someone will take it from there.
Is going to do the syrup. So what's in that?
It's 1 cup water and 1 cup of sugar.
Then you just sort of mix that up. Now, you can make a sugar-free version. You Splenda.
Oh, okay.
In the
You can do that.
same proportion, right?
Oh, okay.
And then you put a little cornstarch to make it thick.
Oh, okay, to thicken it up.
This is the cardamom.
Cardamom seeds, or pods, I guess they call them. Yeah. So you put that in there, and then
rose water.
Just a little drop.
I love this syrup. It's like I drink it when I have this dessert.
Yeah.
I can't get enough of it.
Okay, so while that's going on, let's make the actual pastry.
So we're going to make the pastry because it is like almost like a little donut kind of.
My daughter calls it Timbits, but it's not.
It's not. All right, so what do we do here?
Very simple. We're going to use powdered milk.
Okay.
And probably use a skim milk version. It's a little bit less in the fat. Okay. So 1 cup of that. And then just flour with a little bit of baking soda, but 1 teaspoon baking soda. So half a cup flour and some baking soda. So Heidi, I'm going to get you to start stirring.
Okay.
Get you to work.
Okay, put me to work. That's right.
Right. And then now here comes the hardest part. The hardest part is trying to get the right texture. See, this will take a little bit of time.
Okay.
So we add about 2 tablespoons of butter. So that's about 1 tablespoon right there, and that's
because we're making a dough here.
A dough,
So that's what we're trying to.
With nice fresh ingredients, and then we have milk.
Okay.
Now milk has to be very careful. You got to just put a little at a time.
Okay, so don't pour it all in at once.
No. And the thing is, there's no quantity. It depends on the texture.
Okay.
Now, if you just keep going, now this takes about at least 4 or 5 minutes.
Right.
And we only have 5 minutes.
No, so we're going to speed it up.
We're going to speed it up and show you what it looks like.
Magic of television.
We're going to see what it looks like. There you go.
So there's the dough in the end. So that's what it should look like. Here, this nice consistency. Round ball of dough. Okay, so now what do I do with this?
Well, then we do the traditional way. And the traditional way is to make little round balls.
Oh, like that?
Yeah. So like that. Or, because it's Valentine's Day, we thought we will make a little special. And just take a dough and just sort of spread it out. And here, get a cookie cutter.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut this into a heart.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Oops.
Don't crush your dough.
All right, Heidi, there you go.
Okay.
And do the squeeze, and stop. And then I'll show you one that's made.
So there's one already. Oh, look at that. See? Oh, so cute. So now what do you do?
Now you just do, it's fried in oil, but the thing is, don't make the oil too hot. It'll make it,
too brown.
Too brown, black very quickly. But if it's too low, it'll soak up the oil. And if you just have the right, it's actually 225. Okay.
So we're going to see how our stove does here.
Stove does,
compared to the one you have.
No, it's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Look at that.
It's bubbling correctly.
Oh, boy. And how long does that take usually?
It takes another minute or two, so we don't have the time.
Yeah, but we do have a finished one.
Yeah, So I'll let that cook slowly.
Oh, wow.
So what happens after you cook it, you would set it aside, then Selma sauce, when it's ready, it's nice and gooey and thick, you just put it into that.
Pour it over.
No, well, actually, you just let it soak in.
Oh, you soak it. You soak your dough in your syrup after it's cooked.
So I'm going to just take this away, and then I'm going to show you a finished product.
Here's a finished one. Oh, so good.
Now, this is just it's a Valentine's special.
Oh.
But we need to present it now at the restaurant. We've been open 6 months, but we're already expanding.
I know, that's amazing. Yes, so you have to go down to Bayers Lake and check these guys out because the food is so good, and you're getting bigger.
And you guys have been there a couple of times, haven't you?
Yes, I know. It's one of my favorite places to go to eat.
So,
oh my gosh, this is so good.
And we'll just take a couple of strawberries, just sort of to decorate it. Oops.
So good.
And to make life even more syrupy, a little bit of chocolate. It is Valentine's.
A little more sweets for the sweet.
Yeah. And then we need one more thing, and that's the final thing. It's just a little bit of sauce. Oops, if I can get it.
Good to go.
Wow. on top of the gulab jamun itself.
So this is what the sauce looks like.
That's
the
what the
syrup
sauce
looks
looks
like in the end, that it's been soaked in as well. Oh, so good. Thank you, Faisal and Salma, so much. DHABA Express. It's gulab jamun for your honey. Oh, and you brought more for me.
Yeah,
oh,
that's traditional.
It's dessert for breakfast. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
We're taking a break.
Us.
We'll be back in
Thank
2.
you.